Alright, so we had to drop Mason off, so he had to go to work. And we're just gonna go back to Josh's and get started on this lightsaber.
This is step 1 for Jonah, this is day 2 for me, so I'm just doing aesthetic touch-ups. Basically, I painted it quick before we left. It might need a new coat, or another coat rather, but if not, pretty much everything left for me is aesthetic, like, touch-ups, so let's see how that goes.
Yep. Alright, see you back at the house.
Alright, so here's our progress report. Jonah working on this design right here. Focus.
Surprised I haven't
on that design. He's working on a central lining of it, like the central tube rather.
Yeah. It's not bad so far.
That looks pretty good.
I'm impressed with myself so far.
Me, you saw my design. I've been doing some painting since, so this is the end cap. I did some weathering to it. Did some weathering to the emitter. The black grip, put some weathering on that for both of them. So that's coming along. Here's the central tube. It's pretty much dry. Shouldn't be touching it, but it's getting there. But yeah, just been doing some painting, and it's coming along. I think we're getting there. Jonah's this is day 1 for Jonah, so he's made a good amount of progress already.
Hour 1, not bad.
Yeah, that's good. Hour 1. This is day 2, like hour 19 for me, but that's okay.
It's an hour 19.
Yeah, probably.
Woo!
Well, only because probably about 12 of those hours went to the LED blade that doesn't even work anymore. So
sad. That's my hair look disgusting.
Yeah, it's not that bad. All right, so let's see what happens. I have pretty much the finished product. This is my lightsaber. I'm the rogue class, so it's a weathered, makeshift, foraged lightsaber.
I am not nearly as close to finishing as Brian, but I just finished the main body pretty much. It's involved a lot of cutting, a lot of screwing up, but I mainly, with this part, with the main big part here, I took a lot of big chunks out with the coping saw, and then once it was satisfying enough, I took a rasp to it so everything was nice and level and square, and then I took slowly went higher in grits of sandpaper to get it nice and smooth, so I think that part looks pretty good. Focus on that. I think it looks pretty nice. And then what I'm gonna do, before I paint it or anything, I'm gonna work on the inside part that I was talking about. And when we were looking for lightsaber parts, Josh actually found this at my house. It's a little like tail light piece. And try and focus on that, that's more important. And then I got a little like $5 flashlight from Home Depot, and I'm just gonna take out this back part so I can put the flashlight pretty close to inside there. So it gives a pretty nice glow. It should look pretty good when I put it in here. But it's just gonna be like right level in there. So it's gonna look pretty good, eventually. Alright, so just finished up what would be Brian's second day. He's pretty much finished with this whole thing. I'm finished with day 1 for the most part. We're just leaving Josh's house right now, and we're just gonna head to Brian's and have some good old times. Yeah, don't even know if this will be in the video. I hope not. I'm disgusting.
Taking pictures?
No. Alright, so we made it back to Brian's, and I'm wrapping my thing. Here, let it focus real quick. I'm wrapping my thing in aluminum tape, so it should have a pretty nice finish. And the parts that are looking a little like not so good, like kind of crumpled tin foil, I'm wrapping in black. Like this right here, I think this looks pretty good. And then we got Brian.
I'm making my lightsaber's pretty much done. I think I've shown it already, but this is the lightsaber. This is the end of my lightsaber, and I'm putting a a belt clip on it, making a makeshift belt clip. So that's what I'm up to.
Alright, that's pretty dope.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Alright, we are back. I'm pretty sure I'm like, let me see it. Blind.
No.
I finished mine, and it could have been better. I don't think it compares to the other two, but here's how it looks. Yeah, there it is. If it can focus.
He was gloating.
I'm not gloating. I'm just saying I don't think it's as good as the other two.
You were gloating. He knows it's better. See?
Ugh. But no, like, each one was good, and like, yours was really good with the weathering. Josh's was a lightsaber.
Josh's is not. That's interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, I'll show you the insides. You see if we could focus really close.
Internal components to it.
Josh got too stupid.
I'll give him a lot of credit for actually doing it with metal. But yeah, there's the insides. I put like a circuit board in there.
Is cool. If Jonah had a panel right there, his would have been probably close to the bottom.
Yeah, honestly.
If yours was just a tube like that way with like a red button on it,
It would just be boring.
Yeah, and you taped it so it wouldn't have been as cool to some degree.
Yeah, I used aluminum tape instead of chrome paint over PVC because the way I sanded it, I didn't want to bother using higher grit. So if I just chrome painted it like that, it would just look like straight up plastic. So I decided to really carefully use aluminum tape. And you can still kind of tell it's kind of wrinkled in some spots. But the way I did it, I think it doesn't look bad. I think it just looks like beat up. The tape? Yeah. The two exceptions being the bottom, because it was like impossible to make it look good with the curves. It's the tip of the barrel, because that like just doesn't look good. But overall, I'm happy with it.
This was like, you could see this as a lightsaber. This is definitely appears to be functioning lightsaber with the electronics. The aesthetics and the style of this one, it was just blown away. I was blown away by that.
I felt
The creativity of this one, that I could just see like some random lightsaber being found and modified and changed, and someone that didn't know what they were doing, some random person saying, yeah, I'm going to play with a laser sword, creating this. I could see like a whole story behind a character creating their own laser sword, not realizing it was a lightsaber.
Yeah, Josh?
Josh, you just have
Backstory behind that would be phenomenal. Now, is this the Sith?
Yeah.
All right.
But
It's so clean. It could be a Jedi saber if it wasn't for the red. Right. So
Yeah.
this is the Sith. Now I'm curious on this one. Is this a cutaway so I can see?
I based it off of Starkiller's lightsaber, and his is like open like that, so we could switch out the kyber crystal easily.
All right. So okay, I understand that now. All right. Functionality. This one gets into it with functionality. If this one was really close to being able to have you got to be able to use two hands with a lightsaber, and that was in the way of that. But the whole button and the electronics, great idea. If the button was up here and a little bit higher, then we could have had two hands, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. Functionality of this one, I kept wanting to hold it like this because this is in the way.
It's like forced in fire.
To have the two hands, you got to be able to swing with two hands. So it's like, yeah, we could do this, but then when you're holding it way up here, it's back heavy. All right, so if these were up here, functionality would have been there. Functionality of this one, I could see this happening. All right, The belt clip's a good idea. I don't know if you need a belt clip and the handle thingamajigger. But the size of this switch, is this the switch or that's the switch?
Well, the functionality is if I were to put like an actual LED blade in, that's the battery pack, so that would be the real switch. But that like aesthetic, like if this was actually Star Wars,
It kind of got in the way of holding it.
Yeah.
If it was up here or down there a little bit further, it would have been better off. But with the rope holding it down and the wires exposed, I really like that. I could see this happening because it's big and clunky, but someone could definitely do some damage with that. Craftsmanship. I mean, obviously this thing is solid. And I like the detail of grinding down the metal. It looks like it's been created, it's been forged. The craftsmanship here, if it wasn't for all the lines in the tape, this thing would almost be flawless. Just the cutaway, I like that, and then the extension here so that, oh, come on, forget about it. And the added rope in here, craftsmanship, I was blown away. I was really impressed by these. But when it comes right down to it, a score out of 55.
Of course.
Because I had to throw an extra 5 points down to make it 55. Josh, you're coming in at 42. All right, so solid third place. And Brian coming in at a 46.
Oh no.
yeah.
All right, Brian coming in at 46, and then just the clean look of this, and come on.
The aesthetics.
The battery died. Oh no, there you go. So it's on again. And we have a battery involved. We coming in at the 48.5.
Oh my god, you won by
When I went to Atu, and I found one of those sea cows, but mine was green. So you got green sea cow milk for that. And we went to Jakku, and for the runner-up prize, we got these weird things. You add water and it turns into a giant cake thing. So there's your runner-up. And there's your runner-up. There you go, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Mr. Blyler, I was thinking of another project that we could all work on too. I was thinking of making a life-size B1 battle droid.
Oh my god.